When installing the SA base sheet, start at the low point of the roof. This would be either where drains are located or at the low edge of the roof. Begin by chalking a line across the roof where you want the first course. Our chalk line is set at 36 inches. This gives us 3 inches to turn down over the edge of the roof. Roll out the SA base sheet, positioning the high edge of the sheet along the chalk line. Anchor the corners of the sheet along the chalk line with pressure. Reach over and grab the opposite edge of the sheet. Fold the sheet back in half lengthwise. Remove the release liner. Fold the sheet back in place. Brush the sheet down and do the same thing again on the other side. Once the sheet is fully in place, roll the entire sheet with a minimum 75-pound linoleum roller or water-filled plastic lawn roller. The 3 inches of material that is turned down over the edge is rolled with a hand roller. You should wait to install any edge metal until right before you put on the cap sheet. It's that easy. Keep on doing the same thing until you've crossed the roof. When you're completing an end lap, be sure to overlap the sheet a minimum of 6 inches and cut the upper corner of the overlapping sheet on a 45-degree angle. This eases the transition at the end lap for the next sheet. Press the sheet in place and roll the overlap thoroughly. Lay the next course of SA base sheet following the guidelines printed on the top of the sheet. The minimum overlap is 3 inches. Unroll the sheet and set it in place following the lines on the sheet previously installed. Anchor the lower corner along the guideline. Fold the high side back, remove the release liner, and fold it back in place. Press or broom the sheet down. Fold the low side back and remove the release liner. If the sheet is going to cover an end lap, now is the time to apply a bead of Mod Bit sealant along the cut edge of the end lap. Now, fold the sheet back down and press into place. Thoroughly roll the entire sheet and seam area. Continue this procedure until you've completely covered the roof. A unique feature of the SA base sheet is that it may remain exposed for up to 90 days before installing a cap sheet. Covering the SA base sheet with the cap sheet the same day is not required. This allows the contractor to cover and make watertight more roof surface in a day than could normally be done using other products. You can stage the project more efficiently, reducing labor and material costs installing temporary night seals. Even though the SA base sheet may be left exposed, it is strongly recommended to install the cap sheet as soon as possible. Because the SA base sheet provides a watertight membrane, you have to turn it up a vertical surface a minimum of 3 inches when cant strips are not used and a minimum of 1 inch above the top of the cant when cant strips are used. This ensures a watertight seal at the base of all vertical surfaces. That includes curbs, walls, or parapets. While we haven't shown this installation using cant strips, they may be used based on your project requirements.